You ever get the feeling the people running your HOA have way too much time on their hands? I sure didn't till one mistake on their part cost them $1.2 million. Let me take you back to the day it all went down. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe. It was a quiet Sunday afternoon, the kind where the world slows down just enough to let you breathe. I grabbed my fishing rod, stepped out onto my own ranch property, and headed down to the lake. My lake. This wasn't just a random pond. I built that lake myself 10 years ago after buying the land outright. I paid for the excavation, secured the water rights legally, and stocked it full of bass, catfish, anything that'd bite. I'd fished there hundreds of times, undisturbed, just me and the sound of the wind. But as soon as I cast my line, I heard the unmistakable screech of tires kicking up gravel. A silver SUV came barreling down my private road, and on the side was the HOA logo. Big and bold, like it was the FBI. Out stepped Karen. Yep, that Karen, the president of our local HOA. Clipboard in hand, sunglasses on like she was about to serve a warrant. She didn't say hello. She marched right up to me and barked, "You can't fish here. It's against HOA rules." I laughed, honestly thinking she was joking. What rules? "This is my lake, on my land," I said, still holding my rod. She snapped back, "All water access falls under HOA authority." "I'm calling the police." I thought she was bluffing. 5 minutes later, 2 squad cars rolled up, sirens off, but lights spinning. The officers got out, calm but confused, and started asking me questions on my own property. I handed over the property deed, the lake permit, even my receipts for the excavation and water rights. One of the officers leaned over and whispered, "This isn't even in their jurisdiction." But Karen wasn't letting go. She started ranting about environmental violations, unauthorized recreation, and claimed that the lake was a community asset. That's when I knew this wasn't some harmless HOA mix-up. This was war. The next morning, I met with my lawyer, not just any lawyer, but a guy who'd made a name for himself dismantling corrupt HOAs. We filed a lawsuit immediately. Trespassing, harassment, defamation, and violation of private property rights. And then we found the smoking gun. Turns out, the HOA had secretly included my lake in their promotional brochures, budget reports, and even insurance documents to boost their community value. They used photos of my lake to sell nearby homes. They even listed it as a shared amenity in their annual report without my permission. That, my friends, is fraud. We brought it all to court. Karen showed up trying to play the victim, claiming I was hostile and uncooperative. The judge cut through the noise with one question. "Is your name on the property title?" Karen paused, blinked, and muttered, "No." The judge leaned in and asked, "Then why did you call the police on a man for being on his own land?" Boom, case closed. Long story short, the HOA lost badly. The judge awarded me $1.2 million for damages, legal fees, emotional distress, and defamation. But that's not all. The entire HOA board was dissolved by court order, and Karen. She was banned from holding any HOA position in the entire county. Now, every time I go fishing at my lake, I hang a little sign right by the water. It says, "Karen's Retirement Fund." Every cast I make is a reminder that justice, though sometimes slow, always bites back. So if you've ever dealt with a power-hungry HOA or a nosy neighbor who doesn't know their place, trust me, you're not alone. And if you want to hear more wild HOA stories, make sure to hit subscribe and drop a BIST in the comments if you've ever had to put a Karen in her place.